Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Man at YouTube with another model tutorial. Today we'll be demonstrating how to strip paint with brake fluid. This video is sponsored by Super Cheap Auto, who were kind enough to give me this bottle and some other bits and pieces to demonstrate the use of their product. This is the budget in-house model and it's pretty cheap and sustainable. Easy to access for Australians. Everywhere else in the world, any make or model brake fluid will give the exact same results. I will be stripping the paint off this 1/104 Sherman, which I've completely ruined the top coat with a mixture of enamel and lacquer. This has made a really hard barrier. We're sitting in bleach. My usual method of stripping paint, especially fresh paint, has not worked overly well. A bit of labour of rinsing under water and hitting with a toothbrush will result in the paint eventually coming off. We're going to move to the stronger fluid for a quicker result. A reminder that we are using hazardous chemicals, so please wear gloves, eye protection, all that sort of stuff. Well ventilated area, wash up with water in case of spillage, and have your local poisons hotline number accessible in case something goes awry. If you have children, store this stuff appropriately. Even though we're not using it for manufacturer's intent, read the instructions and what's compatible, such as petroleum and motor oil cannot be mixed with this under any circumstances, as it may give off a gassish result. We'll be testing this on a range of materials to make sure they're compatible and will not craze, biodegrade or occur any sort of undesirable damage. That's very common modelling material. We have clear styrene, which may fog up, painted polystyrene tank, rubber tracks, polycap from a Gundam kit, and polyurethane castable resin with garage kits. Got a suitable plastic container, fill it up. There's not much of a smell, but it is a fairly syrupy, thick liquid. 20 minutes has passed and it's starting to wear down to bare plastic. The other material is showing its integrity and the clear has not frosted, the resin has not become soft. 45 minutes in, we're starting to get down to bare plastic. The crinkle clear coat and enamel has worn away, decals have dissolved. The other materials have not showed any fatigue in integrity. This marks the 6.5 hour point. Also, for 5 hours these materials were left in. The resin has become slightly softened. However, I would assume it will return to its original rigidness 24 hours to a few days after being out. Polycap is the same flexibility, no damage, no warpage. Rubber tracks retains its tension strength. It's still very flexible. This came from a Airfix model. Clear styrene remains actually cleaner than it went in. Semi-polished it a bit. It's not brittle, hasn't snapped, hasn't frosted up. Another use I found very valuable, especially after using clears in your airbrush. I would pour the tiniest amount in there and allow it to soak for an hour plus. For quicker use, I would use the jet bubble technique to flush it in all the different nooks and crannies and allow it to soak. Now, I have no idea what sort of health implications this product will have. What I'll do is put a tissue near the nozzle, take the needle out at a 45-degree angle and just allow it to dribble out naturally. Never dispose of chemicals down the drain. Throw the tissue into the rubbish and then flush with water to get the ever slightest amount of residue out. When you're done, one flush and spray with thinner. This is only to be done with brake fluid. Never add bleach, my alternative method, into your airbrush, as if you were to airbrush it, it would gas up and create chlorine gas, which is terribly unhealthy for the environment. Secondarily, the zinc coating will lift and separate from the brass, thus destroying your airbrush. With a coat of primer, everything has returned to normal. All the detail is popping out correctly, ready to be repainted and refinished. The technique works well enough. It pretty much just strips the paint away where other products may fail. Still not quite as good as proper branded paint stripper such as the Mr. Hobby or the automotive stuff. Thank you very much for watching. As always, until next time, stay tuned for further content and we'll catch you next time. See you later.